It's everything that I've ever wanted.
I would like to introduce you to an up-and-coming local vendor here in Vancouver, BC, operating out of the Lazy Gourmet. Unni Pastries is all about Korean donuts and cakes. But today we're going to do a deep dive into their donut game. Unni Pastries is headed up by a husband and wife duo by the names of Garrett and Esther Lee. And both of them got their bakery and pastry training out at VCC, but at different times. Turns out, Esther's parents used to run their own bakery out in Lougheed, so essentially you can say that this is definitely not their first rodeo. And what's really cool is that I got to witness both of them do their roles so well together. I was wondering, how does a husband and wife do business together? And honestly, this was a perfect vision of that, where Garrett is in charge of doing the bulk, heavy-duty work, like making the donuts, prepping everything, and then Esther is in charge of doing the logistics and more of the front-end things and doing the finishing touches. So here at Unni Pastries, it definitely takes two to tango, and I just love the happiness that they both have and that they bring to the table, and I can definitely taste in their food. But you know what time it is? It's time to try the donuts. We have the Father's Day box, which they feature their own sweet and a few savory donuts as well, but they have 4 exclusive ones where they partner with other local authentic Mexican vendors in the same commissary kitchen at the Lazy Gourmet. So, you know what? Like I always do, I always start with savory and then we go with the sweet. This is their Korean salad. She told me that they love mayo and ketchup, so they toss that into the salad. Has some pickles, ham, and their cabbage. Their panko breaded brioche donuts. That's like a classic ham sandwich, but super crunchy and super refreshing. This is like the perfect picnic donut. This is so big. Thick cut of Spam. You got their egg omelet, some ketchup, mayo, wrapped in the seaweed. This is like a musubi, but a donut musubi. Oh, Carnitas el Rollis, and it's from the Michoacan. If I butcher this, I'm so sorry, but this is Michoacan on Vancouver. Vancouver. This is one of the local vendors that they partner up with in the same space. They literally specialize in carnitas and carnitas only, which is incredible because you have one person that's literally dedicated all their time and energy towards one item. But you can order it, I believe, like family platters from them too. And they do this whole giant torta sandwich. It's like loaded. I think they put a bit of pig skin in there, so it's a bit of different texture and keeps it moist. Slightly spicy, but still creamy. It's not dry whatsoever. Chunky. It's everything that I've ever wanted. And then the donut kind of lends a sweetness, but not like a sugary coated sweetness, because that's what we save for the sweet donuts. Another collaboration. Whoops. This is from Antojos and Sabores Mexican cuisine. So also they specialize in some chicken tinga, which is what we have here. Supposedly it's focused on the chipotle spice, and you have some sour cream. They also they specialize in tamales and milanesa, and they have agua frescas. Not overly seasoned, just right. Still gets that flavor across. I'm not just overwhelmed and lost with it all. I feel like it's perfected to the right balance of flavor meets saltiness, and the creaminess and slight tang of the sour cream kind of hug everything together. And look at that. Ooh! Ooh! Oh yeah, we have the birria here. Normally there's a consommé where you dip the birria into the soup broth where the beef has been simmering for hours. Add a little bit of the lime.
We put a lot of spices, Mexican spices, guajillo, chile ancho, morita, a lot of different spices.
This is so fun because there's the pork from the first one, chicken, and now we have beef. So I love how there's just a variety of it there. And I think this is the only time you can get the collab, so you need to order this package. So good, right? My mom's just snacking on the side. All right, let's put the donut box down a bit. This is their hot dog one. Has the rice flour for the crunchiness on the exterior, lightly rolled in the sugar. You can hear that. And then the full wiener in the center. We are going into the sweets. This is their creme brulee with a custard cream center. Bit more sugar than the usual one. They usually dust it off of excess, but this one they need extra for the, you know, good old torching. Rather than just poking a hole and then like piping in the filling from there, they actually cut it like a sandwich, and then they load up the filling so that every bite has a bit of filling rather than just the center. Very vanilla-y. It's not too heavy. The brioche donut would seem more like the heavier side than the actual custard, which is surprising. Good old strawberries and cream. So it's a little different from Mellow. Mellow, I think they have little small tiny chunks of strawberry rather than the half or full strawberry. So like a chunkier approach. This one is the Earl Grey. They infuse the tea into the whipped cream. I mean, yes, that is correct. I would say it's like drinking a tea and eating a donut in one. Very fragrant. And then we have the matcha. This is also a bit of matcha on the outside with the dusting with sugar. And then they use Korean matcha. That just gave me like a caffeine hit. Ooh, more bitter than sweet. All right, last but not least, we have the chocolate cherry. I know my dad will like this one. I'll do a tiny bite. The cherry's just kind of like a blend in with the dark chocolate. It's almost like a dark chocolate mousse. And the cherries are not like really acidic. It's almost like a jammy cherry in a donut. Wow, I think that might be my favorite. And honestly, I can't give a favorite for the Mexican filling ones because all three of them were just out of this world, and I would totally go back and visit all three vendors for their original items. This is Unni Pastries, and this is their Father's Day box. Y'all got put in the order. We're doing a giveaway here for this box though for the next 1 or 2 days. So that's huge. But other than that, you have to put your order in, and then I know full well, not just your dad will be surprised, your whole family will be. But other than that, this was amazing. Unni Pastries, go hit them up. Small local vendor, and also the Mexican vendors, amazing. I'll put all the details in the comments below, in the description below. All right, see you next time.
Hey you, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, feel free to hit subscribe, like, or even place a comment below. And if you want to stay tuned every Friday, make sure you hit that notification bell. See you next time.